Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat, and welcome to another leg of Let's Talk It Over, brought to you by the Faculty of Management and Development Studies. Today's discussion is a very timely and indeed a booming and blooming topic, especially now that we are all trying to embrace the new normal. Did you know that according to the UP School of Labor and Industrial Relations, there is a decline of 18.6 million full-time workers from the first quarter of 2019 to the first quarter of 2020. It was also mentioned that of the 23.6 million part-time workers as of April 2020, 17.3 million cited the COVID-19 lockdown as the reason for working less than the standard work week. Indeed, COVID-19 accelerated the urgent need for digital transformation. Without the capability to earn online, probably Filipinos will have a hard time adapting to the new normal. Kaya naman, I'm sure in the last 3 months, marami sa atin ang naging familiar sa how much sis? Pwede ba ang cash on delivery or COD? Magkano ba ang shipping? Pwede po bang magpa-deliver? Yes. Online business, online shopping, and of course, online shoppers from damit down to ulam and to Let's Flan. Today's webinar, Embracing the New Normal Through Online Business, Stay at Home and Earn at Home, aims to assist our viewers in appreciating the use of the internet and technologies and acquiring basic digital skills so you could earn money online by offering your products and services and launch a crisis-proof business or career you can start quickly, especially now in times of pandemic. Without further ado, of course, with the help of our guest speaker, we will guide you in preparing yourself as an online entrepreneur, the online business path, the elements needed to enable online selling, and framework on how to execute your business. I'd like you all to meet an e-commerce, marketing, business strategy consultant in the Philippines who wears different hats as an avid learner, executive, educator, and entrepreneur. He finished BS Economics from UPLB, took his master's in business administrations from UP Diliman. Of course, our very own alumnus of the UPOU FMDS continuing education programs on personal entrepreneurial development, new enterprise planning, introduction to e-commerce. A certified digital marketing professional by the Certified Digital Marketer and certified e-commerce professional by the Asian Institute of E-commerce. Currently taking the data specialist track of the Smarter Philippines through Data Analytics R&D, Training and Adaptation or SPARTA, pioneered by the Development Academy of the Philippines. Also, a coordinator of the new Enterprise Planning and Introduction to E-commerce continuing education programs of FMDS. He also works full-time as the marketing head of Air Material Wing Savings and Loan Association. As an entrepreneur, he owns and manages several businesses in different fields. Co-owns and manages Tiara Aesthetic Dentistry, a cosmetic dental clinic in Manila, and owns a transport service business. Previously did freelancing work but evolved into a strategic management services business for his strategy, marketing, and e-commerce consulting work. Lastly, he co-authored Cyberpreneurship, Online Business Startup Guidebook, and authored the E-commerce Entrepreneurship Book and blogs at mnisperos.com. Please welcome Mr. Ramon Manuel RMT Nisperos.
Good afternoon, everyone. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Thank you very much, Pepper, for the introduction. And this afternoon, we'll be discussing embracing the new normal through online business, hashtag stay at home, earn at home. So, as you know, I teach in the University of the Philippines Open University, and much of the teaching and webinars usually conduct weekly webinars, and it's always on the academic formal side. For this video, this webinar, medyo informal tayo. It's like magkukwentuhan lang tayo, and I'll teach you how to start an online business, whether you have an existing business or maybe you want to start a new one. So I'll guide you through what you need to do in order to start an online business. So now, kung may tanong po kayo, just put in our Facebook, YouTube, and the UPOU Network's website, and I'll answer them depending on the progress of the presentation. And at the end, we will have a Q&A for all questions that you may have. So, let me just share. Right. So, we all know the effect of COVID-19 sa lahat. In fact, around June, this month, 7.3 million yung nawalan ng trabaho. Just due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So imagine yung 7.3 million, that's around 17.7% of the total labor force of the Philippines, which is around 41 to 45 million Filipinos working now in the Philippine economy. As to the business closing, the SMEs, maraming hindi pa pwedeng magbukas. And then a lot of businesses are struggling for their the cash flow and the pasok ng customers because of the new normal. So if you're a small and medium enterprise business, you will be struggling without an online business or an online component of your existing business. If you are an employee, in today's time, hindi na parang mas kailangan po na meron tayong passive income. Much better if we have passive income and a side hustle, which is an online business. You do it on the side. Just to share you a story, I have a full-time work as a marketing head of a financial institution. Also, I operate businesses on the side. I do it after office and then on the weekends. So to be crisis proof and to embrace the new normal, you need to at least have two revenue streams. One, if you're working for a company, and also you need to have a side business. Mas maganda if online business. So in today's webinar, we'll be discussing four topics. Four topics that would help you start a new business or maybe replace or add a new revenue stream that would crisis proof your career or your life. Now, the topics starts with your greatest asset. Hindi ko lang kayo basta tuturuan mag-business. It should have a foundation for you to succeed, and that involves you as an entrepreneur. We'll also discuss online business path. Ano yung mga businesses that we can start today, and we can start even if you're working full-time. So, syempre, if you want to start an online business, may mga obstacles, may mga challenges, and I'll help you create those and build those para makapag-start tayo ng online business. And lastly, principles on execution. You know, I've taught new enterprise planning and introduction to e-commerce in the University of the Philippines, Open University. This is an entrepreneurship courses in UPOU. And then the requirement is to have a business plan and e-commerce projects. So as in my experience teaching students, teaching entrepreneurs to start their business, usually the challenge is how to execute the business into a successful one. Iba yung business plan, iba yung plano, but when you actually start to operate a business, it would be very difficult because you have competitors, market would respond differently, and you need to have principles on how to execute those. So, question, tanong, what is the greatest asset of an online business? If I remember correctly, yung economics class ko nung undergrad, factors of production, we have labor, land, and capital. Maybe technology and entrepreneurship. That was before. You need to have a physical space. You need to have land. You need to rent. For capital, you need to have huge amount of money to start a business. But because of technology, we can start the business just you and your time. So with the advent of technology, we can start a business just you, and you are the greatest asset as an entrepreneur. So when you are starting an online business, you need to assess yourself. What's your capability? What are what do you need? What you have now for you to use para magkaroon kayo ng online business? So you need to assess yourself, and assessing yourself starts with your experience. Especially now sa COVID-19 pandemic, lots of people nawalan ng trabaho, and you have experience in your previous job. Or if you're still working, you know the intricacies of your current industry. So that is a very handy experience for you to start an online business. It's a source of business ideas, and also it is a source of strength for you to have, for you to use on your online business. You need to list down your experiences. Especially if you have a family business, you can use that as a way to generate additional revenue streams through online business. You need to assess your strengths as you as an individual. You need to know kung ano yung skills na meron kayo, unique skills, knowledge, because online business is not just selling physical items sa internet. It could be providing services, providing expertise. There are many ways to start an online business, and your skills, knowledge could be one. And you need to list down. If you have a very specialized skill or you have a unique knowledge that kayo lang yung nakakaalam, that is a source of your online business, a business idea for your online business. And what are your passion? It could be just a hobby, things that you love. And kung ano yung gusto nyong gawin from time to time, yung nag-e-enjoy kayo, that could also be a source of business ideas for your online business. Before, just to share you a story, I started the online thing. I just created a website for myself and then created as a hobby, write useless stuff in the internet. Personal blog siya actually. And then it evolved into something na naging consulting business na in the end, because I've amassed so much knowledge on business, wrote something, and people contact me through the website and ask for mentorship, ask for services, and from a passion of just how writing stuff on the internet, naging ano siya, consulting business. So a hobby, things that you love, could be a source of business idea. And then, what are your resources? Ano yung mga meron kayo sa ngayon na pwede nyong gamitin sa business? Hindi lang siya capital, hindi lang siya pera na gagamitin natin. It also involves our network. Sino ang mga kakilala natin? Meron ba tayong kakilalang supplier? Meron ba tayong kakilalang business? Meron ba tayong existing equipment that we can use? Resources is a very underrated, or network is very underrated source of business opportunities. In fact, as I will demo later, because of I have networks during my business school days. Mayroon ako mga kilalang may businesses din sila. And because of the new normal, uh, I got licensing, I got supplier deals, distributor prices from them, so I can resell on my e-commerce businesses. So if you may kakilala kayong mga suppliers, may kilala kayong mga businesses, maybe you can partner with them as a source of products or services to sell. And lastly, ito yung pinaka I think would guide you through your online business is you need to start with a goal in mind. What do you want to achieve? Anong gusto nyong mangyari? Anong gusto nyong gawin sa online business? Ang online business hindi lang basta makaisip ako ng produkto, ibenta ko. Oo, it could be, but you should have at least a vision or a goal. And one goal is to assess whether kailangan ko ba kumita immediately, or gusto ko ba gawin to as a side business to augment my current income. So mapping out those assessing yourself questions, I've created just for this broadcast a simple online business map. It starts with mapping your experience, strengths, your passion, and resources. And from there, kapag I suggest sa lahat ng nakikinig, after this webinar, you list down your experiences, your strengths, your passion, and resources. And from there, assess your vision, your goal in life or goal for the online business. And then, evaluate kung anong pwede nyong magawa doon sa meron kayo in assessing yourself. That is one way to generate business ideas. Again, in my experience teaching new enterprise planning, which is a course wherein students create business plans, and another course, Introduction to E-commerce, which is teaching students to create e-commerce businesses. First activity is about creation of business idea, and usually that's the hardest part in starting a business. Ano ba yung gusto kong simulan? Maraming ideas. Actually, mag-search kayo sa Google, marami kayo makikita. But ang tanong kung pwede ba do sa inyo, or it would fit your strengths, your experience, or your existing resources, yung capital mo, kung kailangan ng malaking capital, does it fit? Or kung kaya ba siya in reality. So you need to assess yourself, and you have a goal, a vision for you to achieve. That's the foundation of doing an online business. Now, out of those assessments, ano-ano yung mga online business paths, and ano yung kailangan nating gawin upang ma-execute natin yung gusto nating online business. So again, tanong, ano ang mga online business that you can start today? Actually, marami. You can Google it, you can search it. Maraming pwedeng start ng business. And again, assessment is key. But I will show you different business models that you can start. So first, the easiest one or the obvious one is an e-commerce store. In e-commerce, it's about selling an item from your store to your customers. Maraming sources of products to sell on an e-commerce store. One is food business. So if your strengths is cooking, you love cooking, and you have experience a little bit selling, you can start food business. Lalo if you have a secret recipe which is unique in the market, that is a differentiating factor. So maraming food business ngayon, and it's to um, very difficult because of the competition to rise above the competition. So a secret recipe, a good process in cooking can be a source of how can you be unique. So food business, that's one. Another one is manufactured physical items. If you know how to create things, like uh, when actually nakakita ko nung yung mga inaapakan na dispenser for alcohol and hand sanitizer. That's one way. They created a device and use that as a product for an e-commerce business. If you have the strength in building things or passion of creating, or if you have a family business, you can use that as a source of uh, products for your e-commerce store. Another one is to buy and sell physical items. You can see lots of this in Lazada, Shopee, selling imported products from abroad and sold here in the Philippines. That's buy and sell. Generally, bibili ka sa isang supplier at a low cost and then benta mo at the suggested retail price. Now, in the Philippines, marami nga kayo nakikitang ganito, but rarely do this business model succeed because dahil imported yung product, hindi ganun ka ganda yung quality, hindi mo nasusustain yung business in the long run. So parang quick gains lang, palit-palit ka ng binibenta. In my experience, the sustainable way to do buy and sell is to have a registered supplier, a Philippine company. And this shows the importance of your network. If you have connections in businesses that can give you a little bit low cost for reselling their products, that's a good way to start a business. So be mindful of the buy and sell. You want to sell something that would make your customers happy. In fact, may kakilala ko buy and selling goods imported from abroad. And then sa out of 100 items na pinapadala niya for shipping, 40% ang returns. So imagine yung tama nun sa business, kung 100 items pinadala mo, you spent from the pagbili ng produkto, pagpapadala sa kanila, and then ibabalik nila, lugi na agad yung business mo. So it's important to sell goods or items na ikaw mismo gagamitin mo. So that's a very important principle in buying and selling physical items for e-commerce. And lastly, digital goods. E-commerce is not limited selling physical items. It could be digital goods. It could be an ebook, a study that you want to sell. Ngayon, you don't need a publisher for you to publish a book online. You need to have just the expertise, write down your book, and then upload it to maybe Amazon. They offer 30% royalties for your book. It can go as high as 70%, depending on the type of book that you will create. So you can start a business just by your expertise. And that's one part, digital goods, ebooks, books, and online electronic copies of something. Okay? That's one business path. You can, this is an example of the one I mentioned earlier. So I have a friend who manufactures an FDA approved manufacturer, FDA approved yung manufacturer. They produce bleach-free disinfectant. So in my network, I happen to have access to distributor prices. So I partnered with him, sold the items in a website, and then get profits in return. So ganun lang siya. Since I have expertise in the dental industry, sort of, I manage a dental clinic. I know how the disinfection works. So I have strength in marketing, and I have the network of these suppliers, and also I have existing websites to use. So from those assessment on myself and my resources, I was able to come up with this business idea. Mag-resell na lang ako ng products na FDA approved. I know na if I sell tong item na to, FDA approved siya. So I won't worry that there would be returns. And I know the credibility of a Philippine registered brand. So I gain as much as 25%, 25 to and much more, depending on how I do the digital marketing. So in your case, assess yourself again, and then see whether you have this resource on your network that you can use, or any in your community. Kung meron kayong kakilala, you can offer your services as an online business and resell their products. Another business path that you can pursue is freelancing. Freelancing is doing services for companies and for individuals. Usually freelancing in the Philippines offers your services to foreign companies that parang ginagamit nila yung exchange rate because they can pay Filipinos a lower rate at the same quality. So it could be IT-based services, it could be e-commerce-based services like encoding, virtual assistant, yan. Yun yung mga freelancing. And usually the models to earn from freelancing is done for you service. Like, kunyari, isang blog overseas. They want to have writers to write for them. So they would pay $25 for one article. So you just write based on their specifications and then send your output to them for $25. So ganun siya, done for you service. There's also a freelancing way through hourly or project-based. So this is more for skill or higher level skill freelancing, like website development. If you have that unique experience and strengths in IT, specialized programming, sort of like knowledge and skill. So freelancing, it's simple to use if you have the unique skill. There are marketplaces to do it. When I started freelancing before, just enlist. You can search on freelancing marketplaces. There are lots. In my experience, I can't vouch for the other marketplaces. When I did freelancing before, I started with Upwork. I'm not promoting them, but I started with them before. So ang gagawin nyo lang sa kanila, make an account, create a profile, take their test, and then apply for jobs. So if you don't want to do the e-commerce path of online business, like selling physical items, and you just want freelancing, just earn from your skill, your knowledge, you can sign up for marketplaces such as Upwork. So in this case, ito yung actual screenshot ng profile ko. You just put in information on your about you, and then list or pick categories that you want to you want to get in for jobs, and then automatically may makita kayong mga recommendations for job openings or hourly based, project based tasks that are available. The the trick lang in freelancing is especially for freelancing for outside of the Philippine companies is that medyo may competition. So magbibid kayo for certain projects. And that includes bidding for prices and your expertise, knowledge. Merong limit. Based from my experience, may limit yung bids na ginagawa. But if you pay premium accounts for the marketplaces, you can get unlimited. So in my experience Upwork, I started doing freelancing, management consulting, doing business plans, and also marketing strategy. And then may nakuha din kami client on content writing. So actually meron din akong ginawa dito sa Upwork before. Nag-open kami ng digital agency. So I have a team with me, and then parang dinedelegate yung mga task to them. That was before. So if you have experience in an industry, and then you have the knowledge, you can try freelancing. Mas madali siya, but freelancing is dependent on your time. Time mo. So you earn based on your time. If you're working 8 hours a week, 8 hours a day, your income depends on your time. So it's very difficult to scale. If you want to grow your business, kailangan hindi ka matulog, parang ganon sa freelancing. Or you get high value clients. If you have, but it would take time because kailangan magkaroon ka ng credibility in freelancing. So that's the second way to start an online business. The third one is consulting. This is the progression from freelancing. Technically, consulting, freelancing, iisa siya for me. But consulting is a service that you own. Parang hindi ka empleyado. Like freelancing, you take jobs from companies. In freelancing, you offer your services to companies, especially here in the Philippines. Kunyari, you are a good marketer, you're a good seller, you do create digital marketing campaigns. You can offer your services for a retainer fee or a price. So that's consulting. You have your own brand. In freelancing, it's you and your time. In consulting, it's you, your brand, and also your time, but you can create different iterations. So one is the basic consulting done for you service. If you have the knowledge, if you have the strength, yan, you do done for you consulting. So may papagawa sa'yo, gawin mo. Yan. The other one that I usually teach in the Introduction to E-commerce course, if you want to sell a consulting or service that involves knowledge, you productize it, meaning you create you put a scope on a service. Like kunyari, I'm offering a digital marketing service. So I do digital marketing service, 500 pesos per day, and then one campaign. Ganun lang siya. Or if you would create consulting for creation ng e-commerce website, 500,000, 50,000, one website done in 1 week. Parang ganun. So you put boundaries. Because in my experience doing consulting, if you have a unique skill, you have unique knowledge, if you would offer that to businesses, if you give your arm, usually companies would ask for your whole body. If you offer your hand, your buong arm, i-ask nila. So you need to put boundaries on the scope para hindi rin kayo maubos in terms of your time and your effort, and it's more scalable. Kumbaga, kung ang freelancing hourly based, ito product as service as a product. So you put boundaries, like one article, 500 pesos. And then you can build a brand and create employees from it. So actually similar consulting, but consulting for me is something like you own a brand. So yeah, again, a website, uh, a mindless website before, now ngayon, it's a source of clients for me. It's my personal website. So I get inquiries from my personal website. Yeah. Another one is another online business path is e-learning. So if you have a unique skill, again, you can offer it as a course or as an education. And you can see lots of these in the English as secondary language, maraming marketplaces on teaching English, especially for foreign students abroad. Or if you have a unique, yeah, again, skill knowledge, you can create a course out of it. And that, nung COVID, see lots of webinars na free. But I saw a few that has a unique knowledge, like I've attended one, digital marketing, just to see how they create an online business without the software. So ang ginagawa nilang nila is they create a Facebook group and then set it as private and hidden. So kapag binayaran sila for a course, maybe 1,000, series of 4 courses on digital marketing, for example. You create a Facebook group, private, hidden, and then kapag binayaran kayo, you put their profiles in their in your Facebook group, and then you do live Facebook live there and offer the templates, the worksheets that you offering, or maybe a bonus ebook. So ganun siya, ang dami ko nakitang ganun. But in relation to the free webinars, konti lang yung nag-monetize ng online business. But because again, it is based on your unique knowledge and skills. So you can start that e-learning. May mga marketplaces for this, but you can start by you can start by just creating a Facebook group and then monetizing it if you have a unique, because maraming unique knowledge if meron kayo, kasi maraming ibang courses that would sell the similar knowledge and skills training. And then another business path, but this is for a side business, because earning from content is on a long-term play. Hindi mo siya agad mo-monetize ang content. In my experience, you can create video content, paste it on YouTube, wait for subscribers, and then monetize it. You will earn from Google AdSense. Also text, ganun din. You'll sign up for Google AdSense based on your website. You write articles, and then Google would push advertising on your website, and then you earn from it. In videos, much higher ang payout in my experience as compared to the text. Yung website na pinakita ko kanina, before, meron siyang mga ads using Google AdSense. Libre lang siya. You just sign up. If you have a blog na may unique domain, yung talagang domain.com, hindi siya yung parang yourname.wordpress.com or parang mga free websites, hindi siya mag-work. Kailangan sarili nyo. So you would invest on a website. You just create articles and then have it submitted to Google AdSense, and then they would grant you an access to their advertising network. And videos, ganun din sa YouTube. Create videos and wait for subscribers to increase. And I think at least 1,000, mamomonetize nyo na siya. At least 1,000 subscribers. You can apply for Google AdSense, and for ads na lalabas sa videos nyo, you gain a percentage. Sa experience ko doing, I haven't monetized any YouTube channel, but for the text-based website, before, kasi sa Google AdSense, you need to have $100 to withdraw the earnings. So 2017 to 2019, parang ang nakuha ko lang mga around 5,000, ganun lang kaliit, because I never really did the keyword research and all. But 2019, I earned 20,000 just for the articles without doing anything. So articles, so website mo, personal, or any website that you can have, it's a sustainable way to gain income, because you just write an article, post it, and leave it there. So people would just search it, and then when they read, maybe someone would click on the ads, kasi may mga ads, 'di ba, sa website natin or sa YouTube. Pag kinlik mo, pupunta ka sa website nila. If customers or viewers do that, merong share of revenue from Google. So again, this is a long-term play for everyone. This is not something that you would monetize immediately. Hindi ka agad kikita dito unless celebrity ka or you're someone famous. But you're just a normal Filipino, this would be a long-term play in terms of getting income. So but you can combine this with other e-commerce path or online business path. May e-commerce ka, and then you create content, or may trabaho ka, you can create content so that you can crisis proof your earnings. All right. Question: what do you need to operate your chosen online business? Ano yung mga kailangan para makapag-start ng online business? Because this is very different from the typical sari-sari store that you need land, you need to rent space. Especially sa COVID, GCQ, bawal lumabas karamihan ng tao, only the essential workers and workers approved by the government. So you need to have pillars for your online business. So ano siya? So this is your online business map. Just a recap. So you assess yourself. You have the online business path. Discuss natin the e-commerce path, freelancing path, consulting, e-learning, and then the content. So yun yung pwede nyong start. And iterations of it depending on your assessment of what you have right now. So the constraints, ito yung kailangan meron kayo to start an online business. This is a must for every Filipino who want to start an online business. Kailangan siya. And this is your ticket to get to your vision. So tanong, ano-ano siya? Una, syempre, nagbebenta kayo online, you need an electronic store. Obviously, you need to have electronic store. This is not when students ask me, kailangan ba magka-website para mag-online business or mag-e-commerce? Ang sagot, not necessarily. Depending kung paano nyo i-reach yung target customers nyo. So, there are many ways to start an electronic store. You can even start an electronic store without you creating a website. But it starts with, one, you could opt for a website. So, you can start a website, bili kang domain, yung the address, .com, .ph, and then put up a hosting service or server, and then put a website. But this is for individuals or businesses that at least have the expertise to create websites, e-commerce websites. Hindi lahat ng Filipino kayang gawin to. This is specialized skill. And if you would outsource this, it would be very costly for a typical Filipino. Uh, Siguro minimum 30,000 you would spend on a custom-made website. That's one option if you have the resources. But if you don't have and you don't know how to program or do website development, you can opt for managed website service. Managed website service is typically an owned website, but you have an agency or a business managing the website for you. So the famous here in the Philippines, Shopify, and then one in other Filipino companies, One Store Commerce, something like that. You just create an account, pay monthly, and then you just post your products. So bibigyan ka niya ng website. Yung kaninang pinakita kong demo, it's made from Shopify. So I'm paying around 700 pesos per month. So magde-design lang ako. Meron namang free templates doon for the e-commerce website, and then just post the products. You can start selling immediately. This is depending on your expertise kung mag-own website ka or manage website. But if you don't want the hassle of upgrading or changing the codes of your website back end, you opt for the managed service. Though medyo monthly yung cost niya. Apart from the owned website, you have more flexibility on the back end, especially sa if you have special functionality. So again, question ng mga students ko lagi is, what if I don't want a website? I just want to sell. You can opt for the social media. You can create a Facebook page, create a store on your Facebook page, and then link payment gateways there. You can start Facebook. The risk lang, because owned website and managed website service is an owned media. Social media is a leased media. Parang you accept their terms and conditions. When you create an account, you automatically parang accept that. If there would be changes on their platform, maapektuhan yung business nyo. Like before, kapag nagpo-post ka lang sa Facebook page, you post organically yung free post. Mag-post ka lang. Lumalabas na siya sa mga newsfeed ng mga tao, mga friends nyo, or anything, or anyone who followed your page. But now, nagbago sila ng application and then algorithms on their newsfeed. Only parang 0.1% lang yung lumalabas sa newsfeed ng mga Filipino. You need to pay for their ads network for you to be shown on their newsfeed. So ganun, you're dependent on Facebook, Instagram, or other social media for the marketing. So but it's free. That's the trade-off. Free yung social media, but you need albeit marketing budget to be known. So another one is marketplaces. So you don't need to start a website. You just need to list on Philippine marketplaces. When I say marketplaces, I mean the Lazada and the Shopee of the Philippines. So it's free to sell on those platforms. So if you have a product, go on their website, check on the merchants and sellers page, and then you can register on that. Though merong merchant account na individual, and then you have the business. And then the business. But it's free. I think free. May a little bit na percentage lang commission. Parang 1% if I'm not mistaken. But you can sell immediately if you have the right product to sell. Right? Another constraint or you need to build on this is payments. Payments, because of the new normal, you can't do the palitan, yung mag-aabot ka ng pera. You need to have an electronic payments processor. So, maraming ways to do payments. One, credit cards, number one. The misconception in the Philippines, pag credit cards, hindi secure. Actually, credit card payments are the most secure payment gateway that you can have because encrypted yung pag-flow ng information, hindi siya nananakaw basta-basta. Unless manakaw yung credit card niyo mismo, yung information. Kaya nga maraming phishing sites na pinapa-update kayo ng information. You put in the name, the number, account number, credit card number, and the information. They can actually use that to purchase online. But yung mismong paggamit ng credit card in online means yung kayo mismo yung nag-put sa website, secure siya. The only thing if you are reckless in sharing the information. So I suggest you don't share credit card information, even picture of it. So credit card, that's number one. But in the SME, the typical SME or typical Filipino, enlisting on credit card processing for banks is very costly. You need huge amounts of money. The good thing in the Philippines, we have services that can enable you to accept credit card payments. In my example earlier, the one e-commerce website that I made, I used a service. This is a Philippine startup. I'm not promoting them, but I use their product or their service. This is their business is called PayMongo. Just search for them. They enable you to accept credit card payments on your website, and they can accept, I think, GCash, GrabPay, payments in 7-Eleven, and then Emily Willier. It's free. Just sign up with them. Just use your bank account, if you have a bank account, plus an email. So you can use that service. They charge around 2.9% per transaction. So if 100 pesos yung item, pag-click niya sa website nyo, or walang website, you can enlist on their service. Bibigyan kanila ng unique link. Yung link, pwede mong lagyan ng price. Let's say 100 pesos. You'll be given a unique link. Pwede mo siyang ibigay sa Messenger. If you're into social media selling, yung link na yun, provide sila ng credit card. The good thing in credit cards, you get the payments immediately before you send out. Unlike the cash on delivery. May risk for returns. Another one, if you don't want to pursue credit card payments, you can offer bank deposit. Because of the integration in the Philippine banking industry, there's what we call InstaPay. InstaPay is a service monitored or regulated by the Bangko Sentral of Pilipinas. They enable interbank transactions, interbank deposits. So if your account is BDO, you can accept deposits from BPI or vice versa, or any bank. I think most of the Philippine banks are InstaPay enabled. Now, it's very good to use this InstaPay service because all service fees are waived because of the COVID-19 pandemic. The general cost, I think, is 15 pesos to 50 pesos. But the general majority charge 15 pesos. But because of the COVID-19, all fees are waived. So if you're selling something, nagbebenta ka ng pagkain, lutong ulam, for example, um, you can you just activate your online banking sa your bank account in different bank institutions in the Philippines. Just enable uh, your online banking. Mas maganda if mobile banking. You can do the Insta credit transfer, Insta pay credit transfer immediately. So this is one way to eliminate yung payment gateway charges. Like dun sa credit card, as I mentioned kanina, I use the PayMongo service. 2.9 agad charge nila. But bank deposit, you can use it for free. But the ang mahirap lang pag bank deposit, kapag konti pa yung orders mo, okay. Pero pag dumadami na, ang hirap i-verify isa-isa. Because titingnan mo yung transaction number doon sa pasok ng pera doon sa online banking mo. Ima-match mo pa siya para ma-verify mo kung galing talaga doon sa customer yung payment. Kasi kung 100 pesos, imagine, may 1,000 kayong orders, sabay-sabay nag-bank deposit. You would match that isa-isa. In credit cards using payment gateways, they can automatically match those orders from the payment. O makikita nyo kung sino talaga yung bumili. You can also use electronic wallet. PayMongo is a version of an electronic wallet. So yung email nyo, pwede nyo lagyan ng credit. The famous service in electronic wallet is PayPal. But I don't use PayPal anymore because they charge 4.4% per transaction as their gateway fee. They're medyo costly for a small and medium enterprise business. But you can use that for free. Just subscribe to their website, use your email, and then have your credit card or a typical bank account link. You can use PayPal. And then use your email as a way to collect electronic money, similar to the PayMongo. PayMongo is like a PayPal for the Philippine market. It's made by a Philippine startup. So Filipinos yung may-ari. Mobile wallet. I know some of you are asking GCash and Paymaya as a gateway. This is also a good way to accept money or mobile money, electronic money. The risk lang is if you're having many orders, matching them one by one in a individual account. Kasi sa mobile wallet, ang Paymaya and then GCash, meron silang enterprise account that you can use on selling. I think Paymaya has a negosyo mobile wallet you can use if you're selling. You can subscribe. Meron silang ganun service. GCash, I'm not really sure. So you can use a Paymaya link. The difference lang is in the risk lang is you're limiting yourself. If you're a business, you're limiting yourself in just offering a mobile money currency. So if what if may bank deposit, wala siyang GCash, wala siyang Paymaya. So maybe you can use just the bank deposit. So but it's a viable option. Mobile wallet. And it's free. You just need to subscribe to the GCash and Paymaya using your number, and then make sure to verify your account para makakuha kayo ng maraming transaction. Kasi may limit sila per day, yung transfer and yung in and out ng cash, ng mobile money sa Paymaya and GCash. So need to verify. And that's a requirement for the Philippine banking system. So kailangan verified yung owner ng account. And you also would want to show the verified yung account nyo because it offers parang ease of mind na hindi scam yung business. And lastly, you can also use physical stores as a way to collect payments. As I mentioned, I've enabled physical store as a payment and accepting as a channel to accept payments. In my case, dun sa ginawa naming e-commerce store, we enabled payments via 7-Eleven and M. Luwilier, the pawn shop. That's through the PayMongo application. There's also the Dragon Pay service, but you need to subscribe or to have a setup fee, 28,000 for the use of their platform. It's a little bit costly for the small player or small business, but they only charge 10 to 20 pesos per transaction, and you can use many physical channels or physical establishments as a way to collect. So they would generate a reference number na gagamitin pag nagbayad ka sa 7-Eleven, sa pawn shop, sa banks, or physical stores. But for me, payments, I subscribe to a service that is called an aggregator. Aggregator is a service like PayMongo, that's one, or the Dragon Pay, that's another. And other payment gateways in the Philippines. PayMongo kasi free. Free pa siya hanggang ngayon. So just sign up, create an account, link your bank account. You can accept credit card payments for 2.9%. You can enable mobile wallet payments, and you can enable physical store. Bank deposit, if you're just starting and testing out business, maybe you can use bank deposit. But as you grow your business, it will be very difficult to use bank deposit kasi nga ang hirap i-match isa-isa ng screenshot tsaka ng screenshot ng accepted transfer, or wala naman kasi masyadong pumupunta na sa bank just to deposit. It's more on an online thing. Or cash on delivery. But cash on delivery is you can subscribe cash on delivery based on the delivery service that you would use. Yeah. So these are the payment options that you can think of when you are selling your products or service. One way to know what payment gateway to use is what do your customers use? So kapag doon sa community nyo, kung lahat tingin mo may bank account, start with bank deposit. It's free if you have a bank account. Start mobile wallet. It's free. PayPal. Paymaya and GCash. And maybe start with the PayPal GCash as an option. Yeah. And also the PayMongo. If you just look in their website, I'm not promoting them, but I use their service because it's a cheaper option, and I'm enabling credit card on my website. Because you want dun sa website na ginawa namin, you want to have parang a self-service way to order things. Like pag nakita nila yung website, they just click on the website, go to the product page, and when they want to buy, just they click the add cart button, check out, link their credit card, and then automatically manonotify na ako. Napunta na yung pera sa bank account ko, and then just I deliver. So, mas automated, lalo if you're selling, if you're not a big business with staff to manage your payments, it's smart to have a sort of automated service na hindi na mag-check. But for low orders, you can start with bank deposit. That's the typical way to start, especially for the social media stores. Third constraint you need to have, or constraint that you need to address, is the logistics component. especially if you're selling physical items. So there are different delivery service provider couriers in the Philippines. I don't know yung mga nanonood ngayon kung nasan sila. There are different options in Manila, different options in Mindanao, Visayas. The typical one, the malalaking couriers, the LBC and the likes, yan, basic yan. But there are small players that you can use. Mas cheaper sila and then they offer personalized service. Sa Manila marami kasi but I don't know yung nanonood ngayon kung nasan sila. You can search online what services in the area. For those starting an online business, social media based, actually sa mga community or mga regional groups like kunyari group ng isang barangay or municipality group, usually may mga nag-o-offer dyan ng mga service. Yung mga nawalan din ng trabaho, na mayroong motor lang, na pwede sila mag-service, you can use those. It's a personalized service. Mas nakakatulong pa tayo. That's one way. If you're starting small. But there are many different logistic service. And kaya siya may asterisk dito, nakikita nyo. Actually, I saw lots of people because I have a transport service business. Mayroong mga businesses na hindi nakapag-operate. Like, yung dito sa Manila, angkas. So, hindi sila magamit yung service para mag-transport ng individual. So, they used their motorcycles to deliver products, to deliver food items. And then, since they're not registered pa before, parang informal lang, just to have sustenance sa daily, day-to-day living. They used individual groups na nasa Facebook na pwedeng kumuha sa kanila as an individual. So, and then you need to know a little bit about inventory because kailangan alam nyo kung gaano karami ang ipoproduce nyo, especially for food na papanis. And lalo if you're getting supplies from a third-party supplier, you need to know the correct amount, and that comes with execution experience, which we'll discuss on the next topic. You need to know how many you order because kapag hindi nyo nabibenta, it's cash sitting on your warehouse or your house. You need to at least have a steady cash entering your business. Cash is king. You need to have a stable balance between cash pouring in and cash going out from buying products to sell. Yeah. The fourth na kailangan natin for online business is digital marketing. In an online business, you need actually simple lang mag-online business eh. You have a product na tingin mong bebenta or have a service and just sell. Sales cures all daw, sabi nila. But there's a way to have a good parang way to promote your business is that's through digital marketing. We have two ways, the free and the paid ones. Ito medyo we go in the technical digital marketing a little bit. So we have the free one. Free one, hindi tayo gagastos on the platform itself. Like pag mag-post kayo sa Twitter promoting your product, it's free. Post kayo sa Facebook, Instagram, it's free. But in the digital marketing space, yung screen ng mga tao sa Pilipinas, like sa cellphone nila, yung news feed, it's bombarded by businesses paying for the the space on their screen. So it's very difficult for you just posting on free platforms, yeah, Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitter, LinkedIn, or social media in general. Free, you can use free, but expect uh, not much in return. Unless may exception lagi sa digital marketing. If you have a unique content like viral yung video nyo, yun yung mga exception for free. You need to have a viral content. But if you want to get results immediately, you could opt for the paid one. So magbabayad ka na sa ads manager ng Facebook or Google Ads sa Google. So kapag paid sa Facebook, you pay for, depending on the objective, may kita yung post mo sa mga screen ng mga Filipino sa newsfeed nila or kung saan man sa Facebook application or Instagram, which is yun ang usual na ginagamit ng Filipino, Instagram and Facebook kasi. So that's why I'm using Facebook and Instagram as an example. So that's free and paid. Now, I'll be telling you how to create the basic lang, because it's very broad to discuss the details of this. I'll teach you a little bit on how to use digital marketing. So first, digital marketing. For when you start digital marketing, so again, just to recap, you have the online business path you chosen. Meron na kayong naisip na business idea. And then meron na tayong e-commerce site, e-commerce store. Meron na tayong payments gateway or kung paano tayo mag-accept ng payments. Nakapag-set na kayo ng logistic service. Nakapili na kayo from your research. Now, when you promote your products through digital marketing, you need to create a customer persona. This is a representation of your target market. Bakit siya kailangan? Ang tanong. Kailangan siya kasi yung message na ilalagay nyo sa Facebook, Instagram, Google search, sa website nyo, it should address the need, the wants, the language, the behavior of your target market. Kailangan ganun siya mag-fit. Because if you're selling to younger individuals and you're not doing the correct images, correct language, and then sa ibang platform nyo siya pinromote, medyo mahihirapan tayo dyan. So you need to have a research. You need to know the demographic in terms of age, likes, dislikes, lugar niya, geographic region, and the common profile. Kailan ba siya nag-online? And maybe exception, yung new normal, because most people are in their houses, nagbo-browse internet, and the Philippines, I think, on the average na sa social media 4 hours, 4 to, I don't know. But last statistic na nakita ko is around 4 hours yata. 4 to 9 hours nandun yung range ng Filipino. Typical Filipino, nandun siya sa internet. So, part of it, social media. Or part of it, nagsa-search, nagbabasa online. So, you need to search, research. And one way to do it is to have a profile. And kung meron kayong, the actual way is to conduct market research. But because we are in the new normal, it's very difficult to do market research. My suggestion is to have create a customer profile, parang hypothesis, no? Imaginary. And then pick your closest friends, yung mag-fit dun sa ganung profile, and then ask them Maybe sa Facebook Messenger, ask them kung ano yung typical, uh, ano yung need nila, ano yung interest nila, like ano yung kailan sila nagbo-browse, and ano yung mga hinahanap nilang produkto. That's one way. Or you can do the typical Google search, just search on the internet on the customer profile. It's very handy for your digital marketing because you can set the age, demographic, and the other factors like dislikes, likes, and the behavior that they follow on social media and other platforms. Now, this is the major tricky part, the objective. So for digital marketing campaigns, you need to set an objective because every user, every customer, merong iba-ibang buying decision, yung decision nila sa pagbili ng isang produkto. In the typical progression ng isang decision ng pagbili sa isang product or service, dadaan siya sa 4 na stages. This is called the marketing funnel. So, starts with awareness, consideration next, conversion, and loyalty. So, awareness, parang naging aware siya na may ganun palang binibenta online. Consideration, nagre-research na siya about you, about the products, about your competitors. Nagko-compare na yung tao, yung customer mo. Conversion is actually buying your product. Yan. Loyalty is a repeat purchase. Kapag nag-explain ako nito sa typical Filipino without business knowledge, parang nanliligaw lang siya. Sa awareness, nakilala mo yung tao, and then consideration, nanligaw ka na. Yan yung consideration. Conversion, sinagot ka na. So, girlfriend, boyfriend na kayo. Loyalty is nagpakasal na kayo. Forever na siya. Parang gano'n. So, gano'n siya. In digital marketing, you need to know saan ka papasok. Alam na ba nung customer yung binibenta mo? Marami bang competition dito? Kailangan ko ba magpakilala kung nasan ka? So, you need to create that progression ng decision. And in my experience in doing digital campaigns, we do awareness campaigns, walang selling muna, pagpapakilala lang ng business na I'm here and I'm selling this. Yan. Wala pang actually bumili ka na, wala pang ganong call to action. And then we have a retargeting campaign wherein kung sino yung nakakita ng unang video, may kita niya yung pangalawang video or pangalawang ad, yun, nagbebenta na siya. Nagbebenta na I'm selling this, blah, 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 at a price. Yan. So you need to set the objective. Especially kapag if you have access sa Google Ads and Ads Manager ng Facebook, objectives are under these categories, the marketing funnel categories. Like sa Facebook, awareness, ipapakita lang niya yung ad sa pinakamaraming tao na pwede at a cost. So in fact, kapag may Facebook page kayo, pinindot niyo yung boost, it's actually an awareness campaign most of the time. Reach, papakita niyo yung ad mo sa maraming mata, sa maraming users. Consideration and conversion, ibang objective na rin siya sa Ads Manager ng Facebook. Like sa consideration, you can show an ad and then may call to action ka, linking yung Facebook campaign to your website. Or maybe kapag kinlik nila yung ad, yung button at sa baba ng ad, may lalabas na send message. So you can contact them. Ang most used na ginagamit ngayon is the consideration ad send message call to action, meaning meron kang video image, meron kang post, meron kang image, video, and then sa ilalim, meron parang button, send message. So pag kinlik yun ng isang Facebook user, you'll be paying for it. But you have the chance to talk with an individual na interesado sa business mo. So, but that is paid digital marketing. You can post organically or freely on your page, but expect a little traction on it. Konti lang yung makakita kapag free. So, if you want to sell quickly, do the paid advertising. It works. It works. Believe me. Maybe yung iba kasi ganoon yung usual na lalo sa students ko, they don't want to pay for the marketing. But paying for marketing gives you an opportunity to earn more. That's why in the later part of the execution principles, itong presentation, I'll be discussing how can you manage yung result metrics or yung numbers na lumalabas sa marketing sa pag-operate ng online business. And then you have the branding. Branding is a promise. So this is a promise. A promise. Ano yung pagkakaiba nyo sa ibang business? So you just need to set those message. And then a content asset. Text. It's an iteration of text, image, video, and interactive. So interactive, like yung one you see, yung mga face app, yan, that's one part of interactive. Mga calculators on your, if you're selling financial services, for example, meron kayong loan calculator, that's a content asset. And then the platform. You need to pick a platform. In the Philippines, obviously, Facebook, Instagram. That's the widely used. Now, I made a study before about digital marketing on the tactics used by students. These are my students who operated their business. So ito yung mga estudyante ko sa new enterprise planning na nagawa ng business plan at inoperate nila as an actual business. Tsaka yung estudyante ko sa introduction to e-commerce na yung e-commerce project nila ginawa nilang actual registered business. So mostly ang nag-work is display ads. Display ads is like social media ad, Facebook ad, tsaka Instagram. It involves a video and or a picture. Yan, display ad. Second, price discounts. Public relations like talking to bloggers, talking to mga local newspapers, local website, local news sites. Kadalasan kasi free ang mga yan eh. Or maglilist sila sa mga local directories. Yan, public relations. Ang laging nakikita ko is a combination of display ads, discounts, and direct selling. Why? So ang ginagawa nila, nagde-display ads muna sila. Social media, Facebook. May initial ad sila on your product. So may video or may image. So lahat ng nakakita ng image or video, papadalahan nila ng second ad. Yung second ad, a similar ad but merong price discount. Kapag kinuha nila to, may price discount. It works because yung mga nag-click dun sa unang ad mo, it sends a message na interesado sila. So if you nudge them, binigyan mo sila ng premium to buy by pushing a price discount, kadalasan bumibili sila. So ganun yung ano. But running through them, direct selling is like benta ka house to house, but in the new normal it's like messaging people, direct selling. Unconventional PR is creation of a video na that's something na nag-entice ng emotion, like funny video, mag-viral siya. So it would create virality and kakalat, shareable content. Giveaways for parang price discount siya kapag nagbenta ka may kasama. So usually pina-partner siya sa ibang ads. Advocacy is like the technical term for word of mouth. So they offer parang pinipair mo siya like sa giveaways. Kapag i-recommend mo ko, I will give you something giveaway. If you use this link para makabenta, ganyan, may giveaway. Offline ads, the flyers, posters, search engines. Kapag nag-search ka, if you know Google Ads, kapag nag-search ang individual, like you're selling shoes, kapag nag-search shoes in Manila, lalabas yung website mo dun sa search engine result sa first. That's a paid service by Google search engine. Business development is about partnering with a local business and parang may co-partnership sa product or may bundle, something like that. Affiliate, it's like reseller. Email marketing, sponsorships, yeah. Community building, actually ito sumikat siya ng new normal because you create many Facebook groups and you try to sell on those groups. The barter community, yan, pwede yan dyan. Speaking engagement like this one, the webinars, you can use that as a marketing tool. Existing platforms, you use the advertising platform of the Lazada and Shopee. Meron silang existing doon. Kasi pag nasa Shopee ka, you pay piso to be shown on the top results. There is a service within Lazada and within Shopee to pay for the search results. Yan. Kunyari, you're selling phone cases. Yan. For the phone cases category, you can pay for the search and the search result placement. Yan. Lalabas kayo sa top 3 results, nababayaran siya sa Lazada and Shopee. Then we have the engineering. This is more on the IT side. Gagawa kayo ng mga games, mga face app, something like that. Influencers, you push your product to famous people who have social media following and have them promote the product. Trade shows, obviously, there's no trade shows now. Education, you can offer education parang ano siya kung you're selling service, you teach about the service a little bit and then push them kapag di nila magawa yung hardcore skill na ginagawa mo, you offer your service, something like that. Guerrilla marketing, it's a creative way of marketing but it's mostly for the physical interaction, so medyo hindi siya ganun ka gamit na gamit because of the new normal. And you have the typical contest bloggers similar to the influencer, and then the gamification. You use games to promote purchase. So another one you need to build on is trust. So now it's very easy to start an online business and register it. The isang question na nakukuha ko sa mga students is, do we need to register? The answer is yes. Why? Not just to pay for taxes, to be registered, to be known by the government. It's not that. It's about trust. Kapag hindi ka registered and you don't offer your registration number, medyo questionable ka in terms of the consumer because most Filipinos, because of the new normal, natuto sila on how to deal with official registered businesses because a lot of scam has been happening, fraud. Filipinos in general are now seeking for registered businesses. So a DTI or a BAR registration would give parang ease of mind sa yung customers na legitimate business ka, hindi mo siya tatakbuhan. So that's one way to build trust on your online business. So it's very easy. Go to the DTI website. Merong online registration ng DTI. So yung scope nyo, national, regional, municipality, and barangay. So you can choose among them and then pay. So ayan naman yung prices. From 200 to barangay and national 2,000. So pag nag-register ka dyan, makukuha nyo na yung certificate nyo instantly. You don't need to go actually to DTI. And then BAR, you need to register BAR kapag 250,000 yung a year, yung income nyo, it's don't need to pay for tax. Zero actually yung ibabayad nyo. You just need to submit quarterly report about your sales. So if you're 250 and below, it's exempted. If not, it's computed at 8%. 8% of gross sales. Yeah. So registration, you only need to pay 500 pesos for the registration, receipts around 1,000 pesos, and then book of accounts, I don't know, mga siguro 500. Yeah. So that's cost for registering BIR. And then I suggest for those everyone watching, if you will start an online business, seek for the Barangay Micro Business Enterprise Accreditation. This is free to file. Merong form nakita sa DTI. You just need to fill up, sign it, attach your DTI, and then submit to your municipal treasurer dun sa negosyo centers ng mga municipality. It enables you to be exempted from income tax and have an access to a credit facility ng DTI to Land Bank. Low interest rate if you want to get credit for your business. So, I suggest you start with DTI, and then go to BIR for the registration. No, DTI first, and then use the DTI as attachment for the Barangay Micro Business Enterprise Accreditation, and then wait for it. Go to BIR, use the BMBE accreditation para hindi kayo makuha ng income tax. Okay. I'll be the last topic. How should I execute? Before answering the questions, I see lots of questions on the broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. So, how to execute? Ang problem sa mga online businesses is nag-start sila in 1 to 6 months, nag-fail na yung business. Because it's very difficult to start an online business without the foundation and also an execution foundation. So you need to have both. Business plan is never enough. So what you need to do, in a business, kapag nag-start ka, ganito yung tingin mo. Kapag nag-start kang business, aakyat yung sales mo, and then yayaman ka na. But that's not the case in reality. It's like this. Ang daming failure, ang daming nangyayari, detours, and at the end, it's like bankrupt ka ba or magsasucceed ka. So, dito sa mga maraming scribbles, yung detours in between execution ng business, you need to have a system. And personally, this is what I teach in the courses in the University of the Philippines, is to think big. You have the vision. You start small, but act fast. So how can you do this principle? It start with learning as your tool for success. So what I usually do is you have weekly goals on how many items you need to sell, and you need to create experiments. Experiments as a way to check whether maganda ba yung product na binebenta ko at nare-reach ko ba yung customers sa marketing campaign na ginagawa ko. So you need to do experiments by getting real customer feedback. So why do you want to have weekly sprints? Parang 1 week, ang objective mo is, for example, I'm selling t-shirt, for example. My objective for the week is to check whether I can sell 20 units. First week of execution ng online business, 20 units. And I'll be reaching them through Facebook. Free post. Wala pa akong gagastos ng social media ads. So, by doing so, you post on Facebook, you do post on groups, and then see whether how many you can get to buy your t-shirts. And then get feedback sa mga bumibili at mga nagtatanong. Ask for real customer feedback. Dito mo malalaman if your product actually addresses a need or meron ba talagang kung merong tulong ba sa customers mo yung binebenta mo. So with that, you can accept negative feedback, positive, but at the end of the day, all feedback should be used to improve your product continuously. So if you're selling Shomai, for example, this is an actual example. We have a part of our transport service network team. Yung anak niya nagbenta ng Shomai. So they are selling packets of packets every day. So nung kinausap ko sila, ask for feedback. Ask for feedback on how to improve the Shomai product itself because ang daming nagbebenta ng siomai sa internet. And you want to be above everyone else for you to increase your sales and also to get avid, loyal customers. So when they got the feedback, they got a pattern wherein sana yung wrapper daw ng siomai unique, hindi siya yung binili sa supermarket and ginawa. So they created a wrapper on their own. So mas sumarap yung kanilang produkto. And then another sprint they created. Ano yung magiging feedback on our new iteration ng product? Mari-reach na ba namin yung goal for the week? So from there, they are building opportunities from improvement. And also yung feedback builds trust for repeat purchases. And also kapag yung feedback nilagay nila sa reviews ng Facebook page or yung website mo, it's a very good indication for unaware visitors ng page or website na maganda yung produkto. It's a good indication na hindi siya basta the typical product that's sold everywhere else. And then measurement, 3 points. 3 points, contribution margin. You need to compute the price of your product minus the variable cost. Variable cost, ito yung ginagamit mo para ma-produce or mabili yung binibenta mo. Variable cost increases kapag dumadami yung binibenta mo. So pag binayos mo yung price of variable cost, that's contribution margin. And dividing fixed cost. Ang fixed cost natin sa online business, mostly internet, yung load mo, internet, electricity, and then if you have people under you, that's fixed cost. Divide by the contribution margin, that's the number of units you need to sell to break even your business. So break even means kung ano yung kinita mo, break even, kung ano yung ginastos mo, kinita mo. So zero pa yung profit mo pero na-cover mo lahat ng cost. Yan. Acquisition cost, hinihiwalay ko siya palagi because you need to know how much ang ginagastos mo for every paying customer, especially for digital ads na paid. So imagine kung 100 pesos ang siomai, for example, ang variable cost is 50 ang variable cost. So ang contribution margin is 50. What if nag-Facebook ads ako for the siomai and then for every customer I paid 10 pesos Facebook ads budget. So kumita ka pa kasi may natirang 40 for your fixed cost. But what if yung 50 pesos contribution margin mo for 100 peso siomai, ang ginastos mo sa Facebook para lang makabenta ng isa is 100. Lugi ka na. So, your acquisition cost should be lower than your contribution margin para maging sustainable yung business. Yeah. Lastly, again, this is the system, the execution system that I want to impart in this webinar is thinking big, assess yourself, have your opportunity, your own resources, and then start small. By starting small, you can gain avid fans, gain feedback, and continuously improve. Act fast by doing weekly implementations of your project. Break it down. Mahirap ma-reach yung vision in a monthly or in a year. Break it down into small chunks, a weekly iterations, improvement of product, and improvement on how to reach your customers through digital marketing. So I think that's the presentation. If you want to have a um, um, full knowledge on how to structure an online business, these are the courses that University of the Philippines Open University offer for the entrepreneurship cluster. We have the personal entrepreneur development. This is more of the soft side. That's why we presented the initial part, assessing yourself. Personal entrepreneur development, ina-assess yung personality ng isang tao, isang Filipino, if they are fit to become an entrepreneur, and they would teach how to improve yourself in terms of the entrepreneurship capability. We have the new enterprise planning, its creation of a business plan, introduction to e-commerce, how you can start an online business. But this is more on an introductory course. And for those SMEs who are operating now, you can enroll on the simplified accounting for entrepreneurs. So I'll turn the floor over to Pepper for the Q&A. That's my presentation. I know we have lots of questions here, so I'll be entertaining all of them if we have time. So Pepper.
Okay, thank you, Sir RM. That was really a very interesting talk about this online business. Now, in the interest of time, because it's already a time check 3:41 in the afternoon, and we already received a lot of questions, so I tried to group the questions into a same category. So the first one is, a blessed afternoon, I'm inclined to writing. What particular freelance market should I look for?
Freelance market, the I can't vouch for the other freelance market. In my experience, um, Upwork works, but tignan nyo kung ano yung, usually kasi kapag freelance markets, ang nangyayari is more on online business related work or mga tasks like virtual assistants, graphic design. Mostly ganon ang theme ng mga marketplaces nowadays. So I suggest doing parang enlisting as much as possible on marketplaces like freelancer.com, Upwork, Online Jobs PH. Free naman siya. Just enlist on them and have a core service to offer. And then work from there. Kasi you would never know when you start freelancing because hindi nyo makikita on how the bidding works kapag mag-bid ka ng trabaho. And then also, you need to know what skill you need to build on or the strengths you need to focus on. So I suggest don't pick, just enlist on the free ones. The more chances of winning. Ika nga.
Okay. How about, are there any governing laws governing the responsibility of an online seller to its buyers and vice versa?
An online business is just a typical business. Iba lang yung way kung paano siya binebenta because of the use of technology. But according sa batas, it's governed by the Philippine laws like the DTI Consumer Protection Act na kailangan ibabalik mo kapag defective. So it applies, whatever applies to the typical business applies to an online business as well. So it's very, kailangan registered ka to show trust. And also, kung ano yung nasa DTI regulations, you need to follow it because ngayon, before, hindi nakikita ng government yung mga online business. Actually, invisible sila. But because of this COVID, halos lahat nag-online business. Nagkaroon ng capability yung government to track cyber businesses. So it's better to be prepared, register your business, and then follow parang conduct a business as a typical physical business na kapag defective yung binenta mo, you won't, hindi ka tatakbo doon sa responsibility. You would offer returns, you offer refunds, and you offer parang remediation kung ano yung problem. So, there is no delineation between online business and normal business. Online business is just a different way to conduct a business in the Philippines using technology. So whatever applies to a typical business applies to online business. So yan, just search for the DTI Consumer Protection Act and you'd be guided on what to implement.
In relation, sir, daw po dun sa registration of your business, ano naman daw po ang reaction nyo or masasabi nyo ngayon na itatax na ang mga online businesses, lalo na nung umusbong during pandemic?
Well, I know, having a business myself, I know the burden na magbabayad ka ng tax and medyo masakit sa bulsa kapag malaki ng operations mo. But we all are Filipinos and we want to have a part of want to be part of bringing the economy back to where it is. So taxes is the lifeblood of the Philippines. So one, paying for taxes is a good way to contribute. But on your side, you need to register. That's parang premium to be trusted by your customers. For you to be DTI accredited business, municipality permit accredited, you need to pay for taxes, and that's the cost of you to be trusted by individuals. Kung after nitong webinar, tignan nyo yung mga ads na lumalabas sa Facebook nyo, tignan nyo yung website nila kung registered, and that's a good indication. Kung hindi sila registered, most of the time kapag pinadalhan ka nila ng maling item, hindi mo na sila mako-contact or they won't contact you at all. So that's our contribution, taxes, and that's payment to have the trust. And also, kapag bayad ka naman ng tax, pag 250 and up ka na lang magbabayad ng tax. May exemptions naman. And we have the BMBE application accreditation that gives you parang tax leeway for the 2 years that you're operating as a startup. So, yun lang comment mo. Kailangan siya eh. So, in the Philippines, you can't really avoid taxes. You just need to use it as a way to gain more customers, and that's through the trust. That's the business permit, that's the DTI, SEC, whatever permit you would get for your business.
Now, we have, I think, 2 more categories. So this one is, pwede po bang malaman magkano ang isang personal website and ano po yung mga way to get one?
So, right off the bat, ang .com is 700 pesos, more or less. Ganun. So, gawin natin example doon sa website ko, yung personal website ko na nag-start ako. Bili ko doon sa rmnisperos.com is $10. Ngayon, mga $12 na eh. Kasi pwede naman sa Philippines provider, nabili ko lang siya website outside the Philippines. So, 500 pesos. Ngayon, mga 700 na. So, 700. Kapag nabili mo na yung domain, it's like an address to your house. Parang address na wala pang bahay. So, para magkabahay, kailangan mo ng server. Kung sa cellphone, para siyang parang yung disk space, ilang gig ba? Kailangan mong bumili through a hosting provider. Para siyang server. Ganyan. Server or parang space. Parang memory card. Yan. So yun, merong mura at may mahal. Nung ako nag-start, merong as low as 100 pesos a month. So that's 1,200 a year. So doon ako nag-start because ang objective ko lang magkaroon ng blog. Sulat-sulat lang. So as low as that, magkakaroon ka. Mag-search kayo mga Philippine companies, marami naman. But you can go as high as 20, 80,000, 100,000 depending on the capability. But siguro kung magbebenta kayo, may e-commerce store doon, around 3,000 a year, pwede na. But kapag dumami yung traffic, magka-crash yung website. So, kailangan nyo i-improve. Kasi ang murang mga server, mga hosting provider, they would accept parang parang konting users na sabay-sabay nag-browse sa website mo. But as a start, 700 pesos domain plus around 1,200 to 2,000. Sagin natin 2,000. Yung server, hosting service. And dun sa hosting service, kapag bumili kayo sa kanila, meron siyang operating system na makikita nyo. May mga installers na doon. Click nyo lang, makaka-install kayo ng WordPress. Maka-install kayo ng mga ibang mga platforms doon. Ang tawag doon, open source applications. So, itong applications na hindi mo kailangan ng license to use. Just modify it. So, yung website ko, based siya sa WordPress, it's free. So, modify na lang. So, you can start a business, mga 3,000, yan, more or less. Start a personal website.
Okay. How about, can you share what invoicing application or software that you use for your business and how to make it easy to audit?
Invoicing, embedded naman siya, like kunyari sa Shopify or WooCommerce, nagpapadala siya ng invoice or receipt through email. Kasi kapag bumili ang isang user or isang profile, isang customer sa website mo, maglalagay siya ng email address to confirm. So, nagpapadala siya ng receipt via email, or you can include yung actual paper receipt doon sa package kung magpapadala kayo. And then from there, you can export or you can link invoicing application. But for me, kapag bago pa, I just do it manually kasi kaya pa naman. Invoicing cost around siguro 1,000 a month, ganyan. But for me personally, meron akong ginagamit for invoice. Hindi siya invoicing parang ini-invoice through email and then I link the transactions through Taxumo. It's a Philippine startup. It allows you to pay taxes online. They file and you can put or integrate yung mga purchases there para malink mo yung invoice na lumabas at yung receipt na number na lumabas from doon sa mga transactions sa ledger para ma-audit siya and then ma-pay for taxes at the quarter or at the year. So, tax mo around 800 yata, 1,000 per month. So, lagay mo lang yung transaction in a quarter, click mo, magpa-file na siya ng tax, especially for DTI. Yan.
All right. So, this one is the last question. This is about the digital marketing. Do you think our online business is now the dominant player in the field? The marketing is eased out and therefore would come to a time that it's absolutely unnecessary?
Before siguro before COVID, let's say, pwede nating sabihin there is digital and there is a marketing, traditional marketing. But now, it's just marketing and I don't know but I think hindi mawawala yung online this is, you can't really swim parang contrary dun sa current kasi lahat nag-online na and then in fact sa Philippines ang Filipino ang avid users ng social media plus online applications. So I think tangible marketing is there, hindi siya mawawala. Digital marketing hindi rin siya mawawala. It all boils down to who your customers are. The more you know your customers, alam mo kung ano yung habits nila, alam mo yung ginagawa nila 24 hours a day, alam mo kung how much they spend online, where do they go physically. So from there, that's where you create your marketing campaign. Marketing campaigns are unique for each business. You can never copy. You can copy and it could work, but that's not sustainable to do marketing because mahal yung babayaran mo, obviously. But if you create marketing campaigns based on your customers that they would like and also appropriate on the timing, uh, pwede siyang online, digital, and then traditional, tangible. So it really depends. It's the right mix. Hindi siya mawawala, hindi mawawala yung tangible, hindi mawawala yung digital. It all boils down to who your customers are. And um, um, there's no dominant way to do marketing. It's like customers talaga. That's why you need to do customer research. You need to seek feedback. You need to seek their behaviors, find out their behaviors, and go from there. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Sir RM, for answering all those questions. Of course, sa atin din mga viewers, audience, maraming salamat po for sending in your questions. We'd just like to remind everyone there will be evaluation so that you can get your certificate. Ipopost po namin ng links sa FB page, chat room sa UPOU Networks, and sa YouTube streaming namin po. Also, we have a QR code. You can scan that so that you can answer or access the evaluation form. Please be reminded, of course, paki-check po natin ang ating fini-fill out. Whatever you put in that form, especially po yung inyong name, yun po ang mag-a-appear sa ating certificate. Ayun po. So whatever you put there, hindi po kami nag-edit noon, papasok po siya doon sa ating system. And it just generate po yun ng ating system. Yun po ang mag-a-appear sa name nyo po. So, ayun po. Maraming salamat po, Sir RM, and to our audience. Now, of course, we would like also to show our thanks to Sir RM for being our speaker for today. So, we would like to award the Certificate of Appreciation. This Certificate of Appreciation is presented to Ramon Manuel Tinisperos as a resource person in the Let's Talk It Over webinar series, Embracing the New Normal Through Online Business, Stay at Home, Earn at Home, live streamed on 26 June 2020 via the UPOU networks at networks.upou.edu.ph, given this 26th day of June 2020 in Los Baños, Laguna. All right. Thank you very much, Sir RM. Huwag po sana kayong magsawa. Baka meron pa tayong ibang mga webinars in the future na makakatulong sa ating mga audience like this, very informative and timely. So just some of the takeaways para sa mga existing online business owners na nakinig sa atin, sa mga nagbabalak mag-online business. I personally did not trust talaga before ang online shopping kasi parang feeling ko madaming scammers. But because of what I heard and what I learned, I think mas naintindihan ko na po ang hirap ng mga nasa online business. So some of the takeaways start with what you have. Assess yourself, what are your strengths, your skills, and knowledge. Online selling is not just selling products. You could sell your skills, ideas, knowledge, and you should identify your resources and know your network. You should also address the constraints and create your system. Actually, I have a personal favorite. So that is to start from your passion or your hobby. And I would like to give a special thanks, of course, sa aking online seller friend, Hikaw sponsor, Hooks to Go by Ruth, Ophel, and Buanay. Actually, they were just office mates and lunch buddies who turned their Gansilio hobby into a business. So, free plugging, baka naman, Hooks to Go. Ayan. So, and of course, definitely, you should start with a goal. Ayan po. If our audience would like to know more about parang full knowledge and ideas about e-commerce, introduction to electronic commerce. A while ago during the talk of Sir RM, na-mention niya na meron tayong mga ino-offer sa UPOU na mga continuing education programs. So everybody is invited to enroll, learn about these things. We have accounting for the simplified accounting also for the entrepreneurs, makakatulong sa atin lalo na kung gusto natin makita at ang ating cash flow at magpatuloy ang ating mga online business. So if you have all the things that I have said sa takeaways natin, you're ready, push, tandaan lang, di naman tangible products ang pwedeng ibenta. You have the skills, ideas, consultancy, freelancing, blogging, and many more. Pwede. And sabi nga ni Sir RM, think big, start small, act fast. Alright, so maraming salamat po sa ating lahat. If you have questions, you may email our mailers fmds.cep@upou.edu.ph regarding the enrollment in our continuing education programs. With that, on behalf of the FMDS Continuing Education Program, we would like to thank you for attending this webinar. And we hope to see you again for another leg of the Let's Talk It Over of FMDS. Maraming salamat po at magandang hapon.